Finally awake, huh? Have a seat. Go on. Before you kneel over, Anthony, the medic, he said that you're a fall risk. I don't want blood all over my cabin. The crew is plenty tired of scrubbing blood out of the floorboards. Relax, I won't do anything to you. You seem perfectly capable of hurting yourself. You see the dilemma I have on my hands, don't you? My crew stumbles across the stranger adrift on the open ocean. They're clinging to a piece of driftwood, unconscious, suffering from a stroke and dehydration. So, we bring them aboard. They look familiar. Maybe not to the rest of the crew, but to be keen observer who can see past the bruises and the wear, and the general starry state. You bear a striking resemblance to a certain missing noble. You know, your family says you were kidnapped, you know. They're willing to pay quite the reward whoever can bring you back alive. But there's a flaw in this. You see, any kidnapper, if they're willing to pay quite a good bit. See, any other kidnapper, though, would have demanded a ransom by now. And your family would have happily paid it. So this is the sort of thing would be happening to keep under wraps. But once the rumors of marriage, alliance between your families and other families of high-standing power begin to circulate, I pierced it all together. How much older is your fiancé? 30, 40 years? Powerful, but by no means well liked. And you showing up now, it confirms my suspicion. You ran away. Don't waste your breath trying to deny it. You can put on a commoner's clothes, but you can't hide what you are. Be quiet and listen to me. Do you know how much the reward is? 7,000 gold coins. You could buy me a whole new ship. Tell me truly, do you think you're worth a ship this size? Perhaps more. I bet your fiance and parents would throw some more coin in there for me to keep my mouth shut about you, how you ran away of your own violation. No, let me finish. You see, not only are you lucky that my men didn't kill you, but because I'm smart enough to know when I'm presented with a good investment. You don't want to go back home to your, quite frankly, an ancient fiance. And you're more used to me if you weren't locked up inside the walls of your family estate. You see, you're their only heir. They depend on you, whether they like it or not. And they want you to marry this fiance, so you produce another heir. One that would be much easier to control. They care more about power than they care about you. Am I wrong? Look at me in the eyes and tell me I'm wrong. No. I'm different. I care about power. And I'll use you to get it. But I'm not gonna lie to you about it. I won't pretend like I care about you to manipulate you into doing what I want. I'm gonna get my way because I have something you need. Protection. You see, with such a big reward, you're not safe in any town in this hemisphere. If I were to let you go into Port Barrel, there would be dozens of bounty hunters on your tail, with local law enforcement the moment you stepped off the ship. So I have a proposal, one that would benefit the both of us. You'll have my protection, and I'll have your power. Keep a foot in my world, and I keep a foot in yours. We all get what we want. You are to seek refuge, yeah? And I'm seeking to strengthen my alliances, as well as forge new ones. Pillaging merchant vessels is all well and good, but we aren't turning in enough profit. It isn't sustainable. My crew is growing relentless. So much that the other people have significant standing in my field, they just can't be trusted. They don't fear anything. If I make a lateral jump, There's so much potential there. Your people, they want what only I can provide. Protest all you like, Your Grace. But tell me, what's to keep me from turning you over to your parents and claiming that reward money for me and my crew? If my people knew who you were, if they knew what I would get, if they knew they'd commandeer this ship and pawn you off to the highest bidder, you'll have to forget your rigid moral code if you don't want to go back. Let me remind you what awaits you back home. An aging fiancé with a poor reputation, family members who pull strings like a puppet, and all the freedom of the pretty little bird in a pretty little bird cage. Help me, Your Grace, and I will help you. What I want you to do is really, really easy, though. I'll need you to keep an open mind. By the laws of your country, you can only have one spouse. So, surefire way to guarantee that you're safe from your fiancé is to marry someone else. Listen to me. I need a backing of your good name to expand my enterprise. Unfortunately, those who know of me only know the reputation I formed in my youth. When I was reckless, far more bloodthirsty. No one wants to work with an unpredictable, rather treasonous man like me. But you, everyone knows how much power your family holds. I'm sure you've expected firsthand all the people trying to dip their sticky little paws into your family's pockets. But see, I'm not after your money. I'm after your name. See, this is my problem. No one trusts me, not as I am now, and I'm tired of making up for it. With threats and violence, it's gone old. I'm sick of it. And the crew is growing restless too. Like, you need protection, I can give you that. I know you don't trust me. But what choice do you have? Either I hand you over to your family, or you accept my proposal. You look horrified. Don't worry, Your Grace, it will be in name only. I don't give a damn about producing any hair. Because pirates don't give a damn about bloodlines. I don't need you to do anything other than a sign of peace and a paper in a front of name of my first mate. After that, you can do as you please, so long as you stay close enough to me to keep you out of trouble. Word will reach your parents and they won't have the power over you any longer. They can't make you marry your fiancé. Not to mention, divorce is quite illegal where you come from. As far from me, I'll be forging connections, networking, expanding my reach. See, I need you to get into the pockets of a noble class. They're the ones who control the trade routes. Smuggling is lucrative business, but only if you have the right clients. Don't give me that. Don't act like I'm the one ripping you away from your old life when you chose to run away. I'm providing you a great opportunity. There isn't much to think about. The right choice is obvious. That being said, if you'd rather go home, then I'll let you. As much faith as you lost in your family, I know you're also hesitant to trust me. I won't force your hand. Look, I'm asking for a year. That's what I need to expand my business. After that, we can forget about the marriage, burn certificates, and you can take your family's riches and start over somewhere new. In the meantime, I promise I will protect you and your family, and anyone else who might try to take advantage of you. I am not taking advantage of you. I'm taking advantage of the situation. We both have something the other person wants, which makes this a deal. A partnership. Look me in the eyes and tell me you'd rather be married to a corpse that you call your fiancé, forced to have a child with them. Nothing more than a pawn in your family's game than to marry me. I don't want your children. I'm not asking you to give a damn about me, let alone spend the rest of your life next to me. I'm not asking you to do anything other than sign a piece of paper and take me to the next dinner party you're invited to. Yes, it would involve you going back home, but with us married, you have nothing to fear. Your parents and your fiance won't be able to do a thing. They have no choice but to work with us. We can promise them an heir. But by the time they find out they won't be getting one, you'll be relaxing in some cottage on the beach in Ocean Way. It won't be like it was, with me backing you up. They can't push you around. You may be stuck with me, but I'm giving you your freedom back. More than they would ever give you anyway. Forgive me, Your Grace. I get ahead of myself. You're right. I have all this backwards, proposing marriage when I don't even know my name. I know yours. I suppose I should introduce myself. How about this? If you say yes, I'll talk to you. It only seems right, considering I'll be your husband. Just like say yes, Your Grace. Nothing bad is gonna happen to you. It's Captain Arsel. To the crew anyway. But as you are my equal, then you can just call me David. Does the name ring any bells? I thought not. I've been keeping to myself lately, waiting for the right moment to pop up again. Anyway, we have plenty of time to sort out the details, and I'm sure the crew will want to celebrate. I hope you don't mind bad singing and questionable speeches. I say we get it over and get it done right now. It looks like you need some time to wrap your head around your predicament. Here, maybe this will help. It's whiskey, not watered down ale that the crew drinks. Come on, you're one of us now. It might help if you act like it. Now, how might I take you back to the infirmary? You are exhausted, and I'm sure you need time to process this. I need you back in good health as soon as possible. It'll be tragic if you passed out during the ceremony. Oh yes, the crew will be expecting a ceremony. They take weddings very seriously, and you've only seen their bloodthirsty side, but they're a bunch of romantics. They're gonna be disappointed when they find out we're gonna be married in name only. Yep, yeah, lie down. Like, our medic is probably grumpy that I ordered you to be brought to my quarters. It's best that we try to appease him, considering that he does so much to keep us alive. Looking at me like I'm quite some monster. I'll admit I'm doing this for selfish reasons, but doesn't it benefit you too? It's not as if I'm keeping you prisoner. I can take you back home, present your parents with their marriage certificate, and you'll have more freedom than you've ever had before. They'll have no legal power over you anymore, since the laws of your country dictate that you would be part of my household instead of theirs. The only repercussions of our union would be a rift it'll cause between you and your family. But not as if it wasn't already there. What's more important to you, their approval or your freedom? Really? What do you have to fear? I get nothing out of hurting you or killing you or going back to my own world. I suppose I'd be getting a decent amount of money, but it's nothing in comparison of what you and I will be able to do. The crew will be all for it too. When they realize the more the money I make, the more money they make, and you won't have to obey every single rule of high society. Not while you're on this ship. It's exhausting, isn't it, though? Always tiptoeing around subjects, watching your words, your actions. They must make for a paranoid people. Having to abide rules, regulations. You're free out here. You know, the ocean is unforgiving, but she only asks for respect. After we get married, we'll have to show our faces and spread the word. It isn't a great idea to go back to your hometown, but the capital might be a good idea. Attend a few parties, show me off to your noble friends, get all the rumors mill turning, and we'll tell them I'm a powerful privateer. Eventually the ants will come crawling out of the woodworks. Barons who went through illegal shipments delivered secretly, diplomats who need protection while crossing the high seas, and your parents, they won't be able to touch us. If they try to break us apart, it will only cause more scandal. They would have no choice but to go along with it. You're almost hiding it. How scared you are. But what's the worst they can do to you? They can't do anything. Not when you're under my protection. And me. You don't have to be scared of me. I'd only ever hurt you if you tried to betray me. And I'm cautiously optimistic that you aren't foolish enough to do that. I didn't expect you to be so enthusiastic. Of course, but I didn't realize how much it would bother me to see you so uneasy. Let me make you a promise, okay? Not a deal, not something that requires anything from you, but an oath. This ring, it belonged to an old friend. I promised I would look out for him. I would always look out for him. That I'd be loyal to him. We were brothers, not by blood, but by choice. He's gone now. Through no fault of anyone, he was sick, and there was no revenge to be had. Fortunately, Lord knows, I would have burned the world for him. I killed to protect him. He did the same for me. We were loyal to a fault. I had chose him to be my family, and I'm doing the same now. I promise to do everything I can to protect you. I promise to respect you, treat you as my equal. And I promise to trust you. I wouldn't be able to do any of this if I didn't think I could trust you. So take this ring as a symbol of that promise. Yeah, it's quite big. Take my necklace too. You can wear it on the chain. May I? Here we are. We can shop for a wedding ring that fits when you reach port. Hope you aren't counting on an extravagant wedding, by the way. I'll put on a nice coat if it helps, but I'm afraid you'll be stuck in those hand-me-downs. Seawater ruined your clothes, but soon enough, we'll be able to replace your whole wardrobe. You don't need to be scared of me. I don't want you to be scared of me. I'm a little sick of people being scared of me. Of watching them make fools of themselves, but you were brave enough to leave home. And I think you're brave enough to put up with me, Your Grace. No, you don't have to be worried about that. Like I said, it would be a name only. No wedding night activists. No wedding night activities, no nothing. You aren't disappointed, are you? Oh, so mortified. I'm only joking. Part of you's relieved, isn't it? That you don't have to keep running. What was your plan anyway? You didn't have one, did you? It doesn't matter now, though. You're safe. You don't have to run. And listen, if it truly is that bad, then you can desert me once I've forged a better reputation for myself. Maybe get married for real, have children, normal life. But I have a feeling that you don't want normal. That you'd risk it with me to return to your old life. There's nothing for you back home. Truth be told, I think you would have run away without the forced marriage, but coincidence, fate, doesn't matter. I think we're both lucky that you decided to run away and I found you. You really do need a rest now. Like I promised you, any longer, lest Anthony berate me for interrupting your healing process. Just rest. It's all get settled in and I'll make sure someone brings you dinner in a little while. Everything will be alright, Your Grace, I promise. Hey guys, Suru here. Hope you guys enjoyed this audio and let me know any way you think is fine. Hope you guys have a great night tonight. Hope you guys have a great day tomorrow. And I had someone people ask me how I push audios out so much. Well, I record every day and I edit every day. And yeah, it's it's fun to do for you guys, and I enjoy it, and I'm glad to see that you guys actually enjoy it. It's really tiring, I'm not gonna lie, but glad you guys enjoy it. But I do have a Kofi now down below if you want to go check it out. If you want to send me whatever, but it helps get the motivation up to keep pushing the audios out like this for you guys. And also, Kofi might be used for custom commission audios just for you guys. But if you guys are just interested in that, you can hit me up on Twitter or my Discord. But as always, if you enjoy it, let me know. And as always, bye bye.